It's Joe from American Trucks. In this video, we're going over the Retrax RetraxONE MX Tonneau cover, fitting all 09 to 18 Ram 1500s with either the 5.7 or 6.4 beds. Now, this is going to be a great option for you if you're looking to spend a little bit extra to get a high quality roll-up tonneau cover that's going to do it all. It's weather tight, quick and easy to use, and secure. So first things first, let's talk about what this is made out of. We're going to start with build quality, then we'll dive into features. We'll talk a little bit about price, and then I'll show you how to get this installed on your truck. This guy is made out of a durable polycarbonate. It's got that awesome matte black finish on there. It's UV and scratch resistant. Now, if the matte black isn't for you, Retrax does have you covered. This is also available in gloss, but in my personal opinion, I do think the matte black does a great job at matching the black accents that are already on the rear of this generation Ram. Design with this is all gonna be about low profile, maintaining those looks. This only sits about ½ an inch above the tailgate and maybe an inch tops on the side rails, and only ½ an inch at the front. So this is gonna maintain the looks of your truck. It's not gonna look too bulky on the bed, which some tonneau covers are guilty of, however, not the Retrax. As far as functionality goes, this is gonna be a retractable tonneau cover, which means up at the front we have a big canister up there, and this is gonna roll itself up in there and tuck away nice and neatly. That means a few things. This is gonna be quick and easy to use. You can get this thing rolled up and down in seconds, which is great when it comes to the winter time, when it's really cold out. You need to throw something in your bed real quick. This is gonna be able to do that in a snap. On top of that, it also locks at any position along these rails. So if you're looking to do some fifth wheel towing or maybe just get some partial coverage, this could do exactly that. It also comes with a key and a spare key right here, allowing you to lock this tonneau cover down and get some security when the tailgate is also locked. Now, on the topic of security, and this is something I mention in almost every tonneau cover video, when you buy a $250 tonneau cover, it's usually made out of vinyl, and all it takes to get through that is the standard pocket knife. However, not the Retrax. This is definitely going to take way more tools to get through than something like that standard vinyl tonneau cover would. So if you plan on carrying something of value to you in the bed of your truck regularly, this is going to be a great option to keep that away from prying eyes, would-be thieves, and at the end of the day, the elements as well. Now, I do have one small gripe with this design. Being a roll-up, we got that big canister up there by the bulkhead. Ultimately, that is gonna take about a foot of space out of the bed of your truck. Now, if you plan on utilizing the full bed of your truck regularly, this is kind of a permanent solution, and it is gonna take some work to get this removed, so you could do that. If that's not that big of a deal for you, this is gonna be a great option in general. Now, if you do plan on pulling the trigger on the RetraxONE, there are a couple of things you have to consider because there are a few configuration options with this tonneau cover. You have the one that you see right here. This one does not feature any stake pocket cutouts. If you do need those, you can buy the option with those cutouts and get that little bit of extra utility. If you want to go up with stuff in your bed, that would be the one for you. But the one I appreciate the most is going to be the one that's designed around the Ram box. If you have that tool storage feature on the side of your bed, this is one of the few tonneau cover options that can be designed to work with that, and that's something I really appreciate. On top of all that, obviously, you do have both bed length options as well to choose from. So next up, let's talk a little bit about pricing. Now, like I said earlier, this one is pretty much gonna have every option on it. It's gonna do everything, it's gonna do it well. Fit and finish is perfect. You are gonna pay a premium for that, and we're looking at about 1,300 bucks. Now that is gonna be a little bit expensive, but again, you're pretty much getting everything here, and it also includes a 1-year manufacturer's warranty. So let me show you what this thing looks like during the install process. This is gonna be really simple. I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. This thing is a little bit heavy, and we are gonna be building it on the ground first and then lifting it onto the truck. I'd recommend bringing a buddy along for something like that. Should take you at most an hour or 2 to get this hooked up. So without any further ado, let me show you what tools you'll need and how it's done. Tools I use for this install will include the impact, 15mm socket, 1/8 inch Allen key, which does come included in the kit, utility knife, and a Phillips head screwdriver. So unlike most tonneau installs, we're gonna start this on the ground. Reason being is you have to get these rails installed and the actual cover started in the tracks on the rails before you go and put this up on your truck. So we're gonna do exactly that. We're gonna get that lined up and then take these little Phillips head screws included in the kit to secure the two together. We're gonna do that over here, and same thing on the other side. So once that's started in the rails, you can see the mounting tabs, they're gonna be inboard of the canister. And then from the side, you just wanna come in with those Phillips head screws and tighten that down. This side's good. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side too. Next thing to get installed here, this is gonna be our bulkhead seal. That's gonna go underneath the rails, but on top of the canister. I'm just gonna give that a little bit of a push in. And then over here, you'll see where that bolts in, screws in rather. You're gonna use that little Allen key screw, and they even give you an 1/8 inch Allen key for that. So now that we have all that sorted, you can go ahead and grab a buddy and get this thing up onto the bed rails of your truck. We already took care of that off camera for you, so you guys don't have to watch a struggle because this thing is a little bit unwieldy. Now you wanna make sure everything is lined up. You can see these white pins right here. You can make adjustments to those with an Allen key, and that'll bring the rails in or it'll bring them out. Take a tape measure, measure all the way down, make sure they're nice and even. Then you can break out the clamps, as you can see right here. We're gonna clamp this down in between those 2 alignment pins and tighten the bolt with a 15mm socket. And you can see, same process back here at the tailgate. Go in between those 2 pins and tighten the bolt. So on the bottom of the box, you're gonna find 2 holes. These are for drainage. You get these little rubber pipes here, and they install into those like that. And then you could route these out the bed of the truck. This hole right here is perfect for that. Of course, there's like a little rubber plug here. Ours has been bed linered over, but that would be perfect to remove and run this hose through. And then there's another one of these drainage holes on the other side as well. Now we're pretty much installed at this point. One thing the instructions do recommend you do is a little bit of weather stripping up here at the top. They give you a little extra. So I'm just gonna take the good old utility knife and trim that to size per the instructions. So let me show you guys how this thing is gonna work. It's gonna be really, really simple. You get this little box right here. You flip open the lid to that. This is gonna be the handle and the release button. Again, you get those 2 keys. So I'm gonna unlock it and you press that button down. You could actually use this as a handle to slide this whole thing back. And once you get to this point, shut it down. It'll lock itself in place. You can close that lid and you're in business. To roll it back out, it's gonna be the reverse of that. Go ahead and pop that cover, press the button, pull the handle all the way back, and close, and that is gonna be it. And that's gonna do it for my review and install of the RetraxONE MX Tonneau cover, fitting all 09 to 18 Ram 1500s with either the 6.4 or 5.7 box. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com for all things Ram.